I quit smoking some years ago and I haven't started since. In this video I'm going to explain the method I use to accomplish this. My method is quite different and may be useful for others as well. This method is especially suitable for procrastinators and those that know they have to quit but aren't really motivated to do so. A small disclaimer, I have no medical training, I'm not qualified to give health advice. I'm just some guy who quit smoking. So here it is. Every day, smoke your first cigarette a minute later than the day before. That's it. All you have to do is wait 1 minute. After that, smoke all you want. Obviously, this is still unhealthy and unwise, but for this method, all that counts is that you stick to the extra minute every day. For example, let's say I smoke my first cigarette today at 8 in the morning. If I then decide to follow this method, tomorrow I can have my first smoke at 8:01, and the day after that I can have my first smoke after 8:02, and so on and so forth. All you have to do is wait 1 extra minute compared to the day before. Day by day and minute by minute you will start smoking later and later. After a while you will no longer smoke during the mornings, then you'll cease to smoke during the afternoons, and so on. After some time there will be no more minutes left in the day and you will have quit smoking, simply by waiting 1 more minute. So you may have guessed by now that this method doesn't make you quit smoking in 1 minute. It actually takes years. It depends on what time you start, and it lasted about 3 years in my case. But hey, during these years you will smoke later and later and therefore less and less. So this method is extremely slow, but I believe this is also one of its strong points. When you go cold turkey, you quit smoking and then you have to start resisting all the smoking habits and smoking rituals that still exist in your system and daily routine. But this method roots out all these smoking habits minute by minute. So when you're done, there's nothing left to resist. You all are already used to not smoking. So here are some of the main advantages of this method. First, it is very easy to start. If cold turkey style is too big of a step for you, maybe this will suit you better. If you follow this method, there are still years of happy smoking to look forward to, just 1 minute later. 2, it is easy to do. All you have to do is wait 1 extra minute. There's no need to buy anything and no need for therapy. Third, as I mentioned, I believe this method really breaks down your regular smoking moments, making it a lot easier to keep off the habit once you had your last cigarette. Fourth, it's kind of fun. It becomes something you do, your own little project that's part of you for a couple of years. Other smokers will take note and be amused. And most importantly, it worked, at least for me. On the downside, obviously it takes a long time, in which you still continue to smoke. If you can quit instantly and keep at it, that is of course much healthier. Second, the actual period of craving for the first cigarette is longer than the extra minute you have to wait. In my case, I started counting down about half an hour in advance. But the prospect of being allowed to smoke after that, or even reward yourself with extra cigarettes if you must, will pull you through this craving period. And although there may be half an hour of daily craving and strength required, I did find that I completely forgot about smoking the period before that, a period that will get longer and longer. And finally, it requires some daily discipline to keep track of your minutes. 1 minute later than the day before. That's all I have. Visit this website for more information, including a more elaborate description of my personal experience, and some rules and tricks that could help you along the way. But basically there's just one rule. Smoke a minute later each day. You can wait a minute, can you?